thebankcardtoolbox.com. Everything you need to succeed.
In this success lesson, we're going to begin the discussion of selling in the bank card industry. I want to cover a couple items with you today. I want to talk about the two types of people in any organization and the 7 reasons why I see salespeople fail. There really are only 2 types of people in any organization. There are those who consume revenue, they're an overhead expense, and there are those that generate revenue. Keep in mind that you as a payment systems consultant fall in the category of a revenue generator. Without you, there would be no need for a technical support department, an equipment manufacturer, a processing network, a risk manager, a data entry person. Really, it all begins with the sale. So nothing happens until something is sold. You are in the enviable position of being someone that is critically important to the entire payment systems network. You are a revenue generator, and just remember that as you go through your career. You create things and you generate income for everyone within the industry and for yourself as well. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to work with thousands of potential bank card agents, and there's a couple key characteristics that I've seen, or items that I've seen over the years I've noticed that cause new entrants to the business to fail in this industry. And I just want to talk about 7 of them here over the next few minutes. So the first reason that I see is that new entrants have insufficient product knowledge. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to know every little thing about every single product that's available in the marketplace. What this means is that you need to have an overall good understanding of what each product does and how it serves your customer, how it adds value to your merchant. The good thing about product knowledge is that it eliminates the fear that can occur sometimes within the sales process. So if you're comfortable with your products, you should be comfortable in discussing those products and how they're going to benefit your merchants. You want to make sure that you are continually sharpening your saw, as Stephen Covey puts it, and learning about new products and learning about new things and innovations that are occurring within the industry. When you begin in this business, your core products that you really need to be up to speed on are naturally credit card processing, debit card processing, check processing. Those are probably the 3 big ones. And then as you get a little bit of experience, after a couple weeks, you can move into gift cards and e-commerce and maybe some of these other niche products that your individual ISO or processor offers. So attend all the trainings you can, get all the information that you can, and be prepared to be a payment systems expert at some point. After you've worked in the business for 30 or 60 days, you're probably going to be asked about all the questions you will ever be asked. Yeah, sure, there's going to be once in a while a situation where you'll hear something you haven't heard of, but after a couple months, you're going to most likely hear the majority of the questions that you're going to hear over your career. The second thing that I see that a lot of agents have issues with is that they don't know their sales presentation. They kind of wing it every time they go out there in the field. And we're going to work on this throughout the sales training that's coming up and some of our future success lessons. But you want to make sure that you've developed a sales presentation that you feel comfortable with, that you know how to deliver each and every time, and then naturally you want to make sure that when you get through that process, that's naturally occurring process of gaining commitment towards the end of the sale, that you know how to respond to the most common walls that come up, or objections as we might call them, in the sales process. So make sure you understand what your presentation is and that you can deliver it. Practice it all the time initially till it's second nature for you. The third thing that I see that really hampers the success of a lot of new reps is they have poor time management skills. You know, we really are our habits. We can have poor habits each day, or we can have beneficial habits each day, but we want to become a slave to our good habits. And one good habit is to manage your time effectively. And we're going to talk about time management as well. But that really is a killer. You know, there's a certain time during the day when you can visit merchants when their businesses are open and they're available to talk to people. And during those selling hours, those peak hours, that's when you want to be in front of your prospects. The non-peak hours are when you want to be delivering machines or taking a training or doing busy work, completing applications, etc. The fourth reason that I see, and probably one of the most important items that salespeople fail to accomplish, is they don't really have a strategic marketing or prospecting plan. And we are going to spend an entire module on prospecting, marketing, and target marketing, and I'm going to be giving you examples of different target marketing strategies. But this business is all about being able to generate interested prospects. You can have the greatest presentation in the world, you can have the greatest product in the world, but if you don't have anyone to share that presentation with, you're not going to make a sale. So you really have to have a prospecting strategy that you are executing on a daily basis. And we're going to really dig into this in detail. The fifth reason that I see why a lot of salespeople don't make it in the business is they have no idea what their competition is doing out in the marketplace. So you've really got to research your local competition and your national competition. How do you do this? Well, you can call them up and inquire about setting up a merchant account. See how they close you. See what information they send you. Check in your local market. File a DBA down at your local courthouse. See who calls you, who mails you a flyer, what their offer is, what their pricing is, what the terminals are, what other third-party products are they offering. Really get to know your competition and who your competition is. You need to find out what their strong points are and what their weak points are. Naturally, we want to highlight their weak points when we're speaking to our merchant and encourage them and really point out our strong points, right? The sixth reason is many people just give up.
TheBankCardToolbox.com. Everything you need to succeed.